What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new video today. Today's video, as the title stated, is how I'm actually maintaining my strength throughout this mini cut. So actually I have a new update today for you guys, which is today's new weigh-in. So today's date is actually 11 November, Wednesday. So we're actually like in the middle of the second week of the mini cut. Today's weigh-in is actually 61.6, which is a huge improvement from what it was last week. Actually not really a huge improvement. I mean, considering that yesterday I was doing my bench press, right, I was still able to do 3x4, but my last set I was a bit shaky. Just that right now my weigh-in has already dropped by a kg. It's not very ideal. If you're going for a long-term cut, like dropping 1 kg is a little bit too fast. But right now, because currently I have 4 weeks ish plus ahead of me, so I'm planning to do a little bit aggressive, but at the same time it's okay because my body fat is actually around the 15 to 18% body fat spectrum. But anyways, we had a great start today. Currently it's around 8 plus, so I'm actually going to head down to the nearby coffee shop to just get breakfast and coffee for the workout. And I'm just going to film the workout as normally as what I've always been doing. So you guys just sit back and enjoy the video. So for breakfast today, right, we have some nonya dumpling right here, and then I have a cup of coffee as well. So this is going to be my breakfast and my pre-workout meal. Since this video is titled as how am I maintaining my strength throughout this mini cut, this is my first tip for you guys. When you're on a cut, right, try not to cut your calorie too much in one shot. So take for example what I meant by don't cut your calorie by too much. Take for example you're bulking, right, and then right now you're on a cut or a mini cut. Earlier, before that, my bulking calorie was 3000, right? But I was eating 3000 calorie, my weight exponentially shoot up all the way. So that is one way for me to know that, oh, I should be gaining 1 kg every week. That's when I know I need to do something about adjusting my calories and macros. So what I did, right, was instead of dropping from 3000 all the way to 2001, which I'm eating right now, I actually drop it very slowly. Before I actually started doing this mini cut thingy, right, I'm already like adjusting my calories already. Initially I was eating around 3000 calorie, so I dropped down to 2800. The following week I dropped to 2006, and then last week I dropped to 2300. So that is how you should supposedly drop your weight, instead of dropping from 3000 to 2001. But you need to realize that, right, your body is already adapted to eating like 3000 calories already. So imagine if you were to like suddenly drop from 3000 to 2100, isn't that like a crash diet, you know what I mean? So obviously you will feel very hungry, you feel super grumpy, and then alongside you will definitely lose weight, but you will definitely lose muscle mass as well. I don't think you're actually preserving any strength or muscle mass if you were to drop drastically from 3000 to 2100. That is my first tip for you guys. So remember, if you are cutting, right, do not drop your calorie by too much. Slowly ease in and check your progress every single week. That is how I would advise you to do when it comes to adjusting your calories and macros. But anyways, I'm gonna eat this up and then we're gonna go for a workout. We're back into the gym right now. So today's workout is actually a full body pull workout. I'll be doing my back and my bicep, and particularly for my lower body, right, it will be a hamstring focus today. So I'm just gonna roll the camera, just going to bring you through on what my workout for today is like. So you guys just sit back and just enjoy the video. If you like the video, just thumbs up for it, man. You know, I'm always like trying my best to put in effort filming all this video, even though like I have been alone filming all my workouts. Where are you, my friends? Everyone have their own life to live. I have my own too, so it is what it is. But let's get the workout anyways. Welcome to the workout commentary. So I'm just going to bring you guys through on what particular exercises I'm actually doing for my full body pull workout in this video. So firstly, I started off with the lateral pull down. So for the lateral pull down, right, the execution is actually almost the same as the pull up itself. So what you want to do is actually tuck your leg under the front as much as possible, retract your scapula, and then pull the bar as close to your chest as possible. So you don't want it to, so if it's too heavy, right, usually your form will compromise and it will just go all the way to probably your eye level or your nose level. Try to do lightweight and try to pull it as close to your chest as possible. So for the second exercise I did was actually a close grip cable row. So as you can see right here, they do not have actually the leg padding for how we see in a normal conventional gym. So what I did right was I actually used a step board, and then I rest my leg here so I could use that to actually oppose the force so that I do not really fly over or flip over. So in a sense, I could be able to do heavy weight while stabilized. So same thing again is also you want to keep your elbows struck in. Try not to flare it out. Tuck it as close as much as possible. Retract your scapula and like pull your shoulder blade back, and then try to pull it all the way towards your stomach and then release. So for next exercise is the hamstring curl. So personally for me, I actually prefer the lying one more. I mean if you have seen the gym, you could know the lying one is way better, the contraction is better. But for this is pretty straightforward. All I need to do is just adjust the padding and make sure that my leg doesn't fly up when I'm doing the hamstring curl. So yeah, that's the hamstring curl. Next up is the dumbbell curl. So for the dumbbell curl, right, you want to try to do at a light weight and try to not use momentum to swing up the dumbbell. Your position, right, should actually not move forward and backward too much. The only thing is actually moving, right, is actually your elbow that's moving up the dumbbell towards your body. For as you can look from my form, I'm trying to minimize the momentum of my body moving up the dumbbell itself. So just keep in mind when you're doing a dumbbell curl, right, try not to move your body up and down and depend on momentum. Next exercise is the rear delt raise. So you want to lean your body down and face the floor. Make sure your back is straight and keep your elbows slightly bent and bring the dumbbell up from your side until they are on the same level as your shoulder blade. For this exercise, right, you will definitely feel it a lot on your posterior delt, which is your rear delts. And for the next exercise is my favorite abs exercise of all time. Yes, this is the toe to bar. If you feel like you could not do the toe to bar, I highly recommend you do the hanging leg raises first. So same thing as this, try to bring my legs up all the way to the bar and then slowly control the eccentric motion down. And right here you can see I'm trying to not use momentum to swing my lower body up all the way. The next and final exercise is the wood chopper. So what you want to do, right, is to align the cable at your chest level, and then as you pull the cable towards one side of your body, so you want to twist your torso and have your torso, your arms facing straight ahead. Slowly twist your torso back to starting point, and then while doing it, right, try to maintain a neutral spine and your arms straight, and your lower body should be locked. Only your upper body should be moving. So here's my post physique update. As you can see right here, the lighting is not very good. My abs are still there, everything all still looks pretty good, pretty muscular. But right now you can still see a bit of my stomach bulging out. So yeah, that's practically my entire workout for the full body pull workout. So enjoy the rest of the video. Workout is complete, and just going to share with you guys my second tip on how to maintain your strength while doing a cut. Usually when you're on a cut, right, you want to drop down the weight and everything because you feel like you are going to lose strength along the way. Well, truth, but during the beginning of the cut, right, you want to try to progressive overload as much as you were when you are bulking. All the strength that you build up during your bulking phase, right, you want to try to maintain as much as possible. So through progressive overloading, right, even though you're on a calorie deficit, right, you kind of still telling your muscle and strength to maintain as much as possible. So as much as you will lose your strength at the middle or at the end of your cut, during the beginning of a cut, try not to drop the weight and everything. Instead, what you can do, right, is try to do the same volume as you were doing earlier. Along the way, when you feel like, oh, I'm not able to do as much as I could back then you drop down the volume. So by dropping down the volume, right, it means by dropping the sets, dropping the rep. But for compound movement, I highly recommend that you still try to do as heavy as you are consistently. For isolation wise, you can definitely drop down the weight and try to do more in the higher rep range. For your strength wise, try to hit at around 4 to 6 reps. Try not to do like 2-3 reps, because if not, that's like powerlifting. So like a bit no point, I feel, even if you try to like cut down on your reps. So For compound movement, try to stick to that same weight, set and repetition as much as possible. Then for intensity, right, try to keep it as much as possible, because right, while you are cutting, you're going to lose strength and muscle mass, but through hypertrophy, your body may be cutting, but your body may still, ideally your body will shrink, but you want to try to go on a recomp, you know, like a body recomp. So such as like, as you're cutting, you're still gaining a bit of mass. That is what I'll recommend you if you're starting to do your cut. I've been here for like 2 hours-ish, 3 hours actually in fact. So go and drink protein shake, go home, have lunch, and then head to work. And then I'll share with you guys my last tip. So lunch has been cooked up. We have pasta today. We have some carbonara mushroom pasta alongside with chicken breast as well. And I'm also supposed to add like some vegetables alongside with the pasta as well. But you know, nowadays like I'm so busy, I don't really have time to go to the grocery. Even when I make it to the grocery, right, like last night, I just actually buy like chicken breast last night. It's like everything has been wiped out though. There's like nothing left. And thank God there are still 2 packets of chicken breast left. So I just took it lah, you know. If not, I will just be like, have to buy outside food, which is not very ideal for my calories and macros. I'm gonna eat this up, and then I'll share with you guys my last tip for the video. Just reached home not too long ago, and it's currently at around 10:30. Just gonna share with you guys my last tip of the video. So my last tip for you guys, right, is to not cut down on your carbs too much for your calories and macros. So what do I mean by don't cut down your carbs too much? Most people will recommend that when you're on a cut, try to hit your protein to about 1.3 gram to 1.5 gram per body weight per pound. But honestly for me, I don't feel that's necessary. As long as you are hitting your protein for 1 gram per pound per body weight, I think that's good enough already. The rest, right, of your calorie, you should try to maximize for your carbohydrates. If you were to cut down your carbs too much, the next day you won't really have that much energy to actually push through that amount of intensity that you're supposed to hit every single week. As much as your calories and macros are going to drop along the way throughout the cut, you should try to not cut down your carbs too much. Furthermore, if it's a mini cut, right, I don't see a point in doing that. Prioritize your carbohydrates, don't cut your carbohydrates too much. Your fats, right, try to keep it at around 15 to 20% of your calorie intakes. And then that's it. I'm done with the video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, because I upload every single week and you definitely don't want to miss it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. So